I swear America is going to the pit. It is literally going to the pit. So I'm gonna pull up these clips. This first one is this guy. Apparently, this guy got his account banned because he was teaching illegal people. He's an immigrant himself, teaching people how to get around, how there's rules, how you can squat houses for free if it's not inhabited. And also he was teaching people if it's a car sitting abandoned on the side of the road on how you can acquire it and for zero money if somebody left it sitting on the side of the road.
What?
So this dude is, and then I got some other clips I'm going to show to y'all how people are taken differently to this squatter stuff. Roach.
Learn, laugh, and take positive action.
Una casa en United States. Ya que me enteré que existe una ley que dice que si una casa no está habitada, podemos expropiarla. Capichi, muchachos, aquí en United States también se aplica la de invasión de terreno. Y creo que ese será mi próximo negocio. Invadir casas abandonadas. Ya que me he buscado unos códigos con mis amigos africanos. Y me dijeron que ya llevan como 7 casas expropiadas.
Dang.
Y como dice el dicho, papi, hay que buscar la vuelta.
This is horrible.
Y la vuelta ahorita mismo es invadir casas. Ya que nos encontramos en situación de calle. Y es la única manera que tenemos para no vivir en la calle y no ser una carga pública. Capichi. La ley dice que las casas abandonadas, deterioradas y que esté en mal estado, podemos llegar y repararlas, vivir en ellas y si podemos venderlas, hasta pedir créditos con ellas. ¿Qué dicen ustedes?
Yo, so let me switch. So on top of that, no, we're not ready. Ma'am, did you hear when I say I'm gonna switch to something else?
I heard that.
So the you got people out here doing this stuff like that. And now this is how California is taken to people with this mindset. Shout out to the squatter squad.
Show me you're on the lead. Show me you're on the lead. You know you're not on the lead.
This is what y'all get if y'all trying to squat. This is what's gonna come to you. This was gonna come to you.
Wow.
Forget waiting on. They said forget waiting.
Let's go. It's a shame you got to even do all of that.
That's what's gonna come to you. Take the doors off the door. Look, get out. Look at him. Look at this dude.
Oh my gosh.
Get out of the house.
I'll move that car for you. Okay, go ahead.
They coming deep.
Get your ASS out them houses. People are tired. They tell them put all your stuff on the truck.
Okay. They hauling your stuff off too.
Right.
We're
That's
clear.
That's right here in Cali.
Everything's safe.
Ooh, let's go.
Okay, the owners, guys, are gonna spend a little time in there.
Okay.
Wow.
Listen to that. See, that's
the
what
owners, guys.
Listen, so let me just a little information on this. It says, look what happened in California. A group called a squatter squad is removing people from homes if they cannot produce a lease. When the government fails to do its job, vigilante justice will prevail. Brand new cottage industry on the rise. So think about this. That definitely will be something on the rise because how the things are going in this country, they want
It's
to be
crazy.
able to let the people, they want to let
People
the
who are
wrong
not citizens. Yes.
they want to let wrong situations run everything and run it, and people, you're gonna have stuff like this happen and more.
And let's say
because
even if
people gonna
the
start taking
person-
back because this is what you call this when you go Mad Max and the Thunderdome
And they
stuff.
don't have to be immigrants. It can be people who know they don't have right to the doggone house and you shouldn't even be up in.
Exactly.
And you still, don't have any business about yourself, but yet you want to take somebody else's hard earned, and that's what I don't get.
And look-
you just trample over somebody else who's paved the way.
Right. And you just go move in the house. And you saw in that first clip with that guy, he's teaching people on Instagram and TikTok. He was teaching people. I take that back. He was teaching people how to inhabit that house. And he had a massive million subscribers and followings because people would follow him. He said, look, we already got 7 houses filled up with people. You come in, see, that's
Thank you,
see,
Janky Joe.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting to in
I mean,
the end.
who else
But let's
can you
get to
say?
the so this is Florida's take on how they say handle it.
Shot at him. I guess they think that they did something wrong, which they did not. If somebody's breaking in your house, you're more than welcome to shoot them in Santa Rosa County. We prefer that you do, actually. So whoever that was, you're not in trouble. Come see us. We have a gun safety class we put on every other Saturday. And if you take that, you'll shoot a lot better, and hopefully you'll save the taxpayer.
See, that's why I love Florida, man.
That's what I'm talking about right
God,
there. Justice at its finest.
Yo, and hold on, I'm just Santa Rosa County. What? That's
Justice at its
let's
finest.
Just clarify where this was.
This lets you know, and this is what he's saying: criminals are not over
Florida.
citizens. Criminals are not over, law-abiding, tax-paying citizens, and they shouldn't be. They should not be praised for doing criminality. I'm sorry.
That's why I love Florida. That's why I love Florida, and I like with Texas. Listen,
That's cool.
So basically, the reason for the squatter squad is because in California, the Gavin Newsom has allowed it to be more reasonable for the person that's
who's committing the
squatting.
crime. Yeah.
So and then not on top of that, in California, you can be behind your taxes for 5 years, and they might not even come after you into 7 years. Think about a house that's behind their taxes. It's a high possibility when a house is behind on their taxes that long, they probably don't live in. And then if they don't live in it, somebody else probably been living in it for a long time.
Okay.
That being said, California has these rules that makes it supposed to feel good for everybody. And if those rules are terrible for a person that owns the property, people that are investors, it's a terrible situation. That's why people start fleeing from here to move to other places and do property and things like that, because California's rules, their rules are whack. Mm-hmm. Beautiful state. I love California, but the rules of California are so whack, and especially when it comes to houses and guns and stuff like that. But y'all see, so people are taking back. People are going to take back, and you're going to watch how big these groups get, because there's a lot of squatters and there's a lot of houses, and people are going to hire these people just like they hired them girls who take off the boots on cars in Atlanta.
Right.
That's the same kind of concept.
Yeah. I mean, this is absolutely crazy, but this is what we are. This is where we are now in the U.S., where you have things that are being done, crime that's being committed, and yet the law enforcement, their hands are somewhat tied because of the laws that are now governing that county, that state, which is crazy to me. So what are people going to do to protect their properties, their merchandise? Yay. But more states, I don't know how many other states are on the same mindset as Florida, but, I commend them. That's exactly how it should be.
I don't know. I think Florida might be the only one talking like that. I think maybe Texas, but New York is the one that was where people arguing with. It was this lady, she was arguing with the people. She was squatting the house. She was arguing with the people, you trying to take my house away. And they have to do it a certain way. And California is one of the ones where I have rights. You in the house scot-free, ain't paying nothing.
That you don't even
I got rights.
You don't even own.
I got rights.
You don't even own. That's what gets me.
Liberal, the full the full mindset of being a liberal is destructive. It is very destructive, because when you in this world, we're born into sin. We're born into a bad world. And in this world, you can't give everybody what they want. And that's the liberal mindset. Let's give everybody what they want. Then somebody's going to lose. And usually the person that's going to lose is going to be the business owner when it comes to the liberal mindset.
Yeah, and especially if the perspective is the criminal has more rights than the law-abiding citizen, because that's what we've been seeing across the board now, especially with these open border policies that yet seem to be put really what we already know. I'm not even going to go down that road, because we got several videos where I'm really saying how I feel about that.
Yeah.
However, it should never be where law-abiding citizens feel like their hands are tied when it comes to their own property. in regards to people who don't have any right to it.
Yeah.
Criminals. I mean, I just can't understand. I can't even wrap my mind around the logic and the rationale and that how that's even happening. But kudos to these what they call
Squatter
squads. Let's go. We need
busting
more
us
of them.
They busting us so quick with 8 or 9 people, and them folks can't do nothing but get out that house.
We need more of them. So can you imagine as more time progresses and the border policy, we still ain't got nowhere on that. It's still open, and you still have people coming in with a mindset like him.
Yes.
Everybody don't have that mindset. We clear on that. But there are plenty of them that coming in, and this is a land of free and a home of the brave opportunity.
But
so they don't have to obey the law.
Thank God that guy from the beginning video had his account banned on Instagram and TikTok. They banned him. Had millions. I think I said that already. But so now he's putting videos out on random social medias, crying. He's snotting at the nose. He talking about his it's all that stuff. And then, but bro, you were teaching people how to commit crime. The house you probably living in is probably a squatted house. The car you probably driving in is probably a squatter car. You trying to
don't get it,
man? It's the lowest barrel of the barrel of the barrel.
But there's but people don't realize there's no fruit. There's no real fruit that comes from those bad seeds that get planted.
No.
There's no real fruit that's going to come from that, and it's going to come back around. So you think you might be winning for a shorter period of time.
And you stand in the house living it up for a minute until that person decide to say, hey, I need to go check on this property.
Until your heyday comes, because it always comes around. It always comes around.
It just made me think about sometimes the weird things, California rules they have. Like, you remember the time we were passing out food to the homeless in the downtown?
Oh, yeah.
And we passing out food, and then this one person said, you're supposed to ask me. We can sue.
Please, how ungrateful.
She said, you got to ask first.
Ask what? You aren't aware of where your next meal might be coming from, and then you have someone who's taking the kindness upon their heart to share it and show love and compassion and bring you, not even knowing your situation.
Lady, you remember who was that? Wasn't that Cookie Monster eating out of the garbage can?
Stop it.
I'm just kidding, because that made me upset that day. I ain't gonna forget that. But that's the California mindset,
right?
On the impoverished mindset of California, that's those mindset. But I want to say, man, people are going to start stepping in, because of the more and more things are lacked, the more and more something's going to step up, and people are going to become. This will create more vigilantes. It will. How do you get around it? How do you go from a society that we have levels and checks and balances to where now you can do anything you want? No, that's not gonna go too long. People are gonna step in and say, forget this.
Yeah.
And this is gonna happen. I'm starting to see this more and more in different things. And the world is getting more and more chaotic. It is getting more and more chaotic. And if you don't see it, you are a plumb fool. Things are changing in a way that's not the most positive. So you need to figure out how to get yourself situated. Stuff like this make it even hard to even want to own property in certain places, for sure. So like we always say, man, protect your family. Make wise choices. Stock up on some things. Learn how to punch if you need to, and own weapons.
Let's go. Laugh, learn, and take positive action for real.
We'll see y'all next.
Yeah.
Bye.